Assalamualaikum, my name is Norazila HUSNA Binti SHAARI. My trade number is A20B2253. Today I will present about question 1A and B. A. Pace of business cycle of Malaysia, which is peak, recession, trough and recovery. B. There are 4 pace in this figure, namely the peak pace, which is the highest point in the cycle when the company is operating full capacity and the economy is at full employment. Next is the recession pace. The meaning of this pace is a period of soft economic recession marked by a decline in GDP in 2 consecutive quarters. The third pace is trough. This refers to the lowest point in the economic cycle when production is at lowest level and the economy has a highest unemployment rate. The last is the recovery pace. This pace refers to the timing during which the aggregate output grows. An increase in consumption leads to an increase in employment, output, income, wage, price and profits.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. My name is Nazhatul Athirah Aisyah Binti Mohd Ridzuan, A20B24. I would like to present to you about question 1, C1 and 2. 1 Roman, state one economic policy that the government should implement. Expansionary fiscal policy. 2 Roman, briefly explain the role of suggested economic policy. The employment of government spending and taxation to impact the economy is known as fiscal policy. Fiscal policy is used by governments to control the amount of aggregate demand in the economy in order to achieve price stability, full employment and economic growth. Governments use expansionary fiscal policy to raise government expenditure, G, or lower taxes, TX. A rise in government expenditures directly raises aggregate expenditure, AE. Tax cuts have an indirect impact on aggregate spending. Individual income tax reductions will boost disposable personal income, YD, and consumption, C. Lowering company income taxes can boost aggregate spending by boosting business investment, I. Any of these actions will boost aggregate demand, resulting in increased output, employment, and price levels.
Hi everyone, my name is Wei Xiang and my metric number is A20A1929. Today, I will continue the presentation. In question 2, A1 is find the value of tax. Here, we use the formula YT equal Y negative T. Next, question A2 is find the consumption function. We use the formula C equal A plus B YD to find the answer. After that, A3 is find a saving function. We use the formula S equal negative A plus in column 1 negative B cross the column YD to find the saving function. Next, the question P1 is find the equilibrium of national income using aggregate demand and aggregate supply approach. We use the formula Y equals C plus I plus G. After that, B2 also is find the equilibrium of national income by using leakage and injection approach. We use the formula I plus G equal S plus T to find the answer. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nuha binti Mohamad Fadzil. My matric number is A20A2201. Next, I will present question 2C1. For question C1, based on the statement, we need to find the new equilibrium of national income. So, the key point that we get from the statement is investment decrease 50%. And the X equal to 1,050 billion ringgit Malaysia. So, using the formula Y equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. As the shot at the slide, this is the calculation that we need and the final answer that we get for the new equilibrium of national income is 13,000 billion ringgit Malaysia. Next, for question D, the answer is the economy has an equilibrium level of the price level in P and the national income in Y, while the curve AD and AS are equal in the point E. When the central bank record lower interest rate and said labor market conditions, household spending and trade activity had continued to improve, it will cause some effect, which is interest rate will decrease, investment will increase, and it will increase aggregate demand, the AD. So the AD will increase and it will shift upward from AD to AD1. The new equilibrium level of the price is P1 and the national income is Y1, while the curve of AD1 and AS are equal in the point E1. In conclusion, it will cause the price level and national income increase. Next, for C2, the answer is the original equilibrium point is E, while the line C plus I plus G plus X minus M, FE intersect with the line Y equal AD. The national income is YFE equal 5,800 billion, which is a full employment income level. After that, the new equilibrium point is E1, which is the line C plus I plus G plus X minus M. FE shift upward to C plus I plus G plus X minus M, and the intersect with the line Y equal 80. The national income is Y equal 13,000 billion. So we can see it will cause a car inflationary cap because the value of Y is greater than YFE. To settle this problem, government need to using fiscal policy, which is contractionary fiscal policy, by decreasing the government spending and raising tax. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is QURRATU'AINI Binti OTHMAN and my message number is A20A1767. Now I want to continue this presentation with question number 3. The question is discuss Malaysia economic condition if the situation twin deficit stated in paragraph happen. Give the best solution to the situation above. The twin account deficits, often known as the twin deficit, is the sum of a country budget deficits and current account deficits. In addition, Malaysia are concerned about contrary economic position if a double deficit arises, resulting in devaluation of the ringgit. This is particularly true when the economic crisis is related to the country political status. Moreover, if a dual deficit scenario happen in Malaysia, the country economy will suffer from a lack of investment. Lack of quality investment, dimensions cross-border investment, and growing rivalry to attract global foreign direct investment pose a threat to Malaysian economic potential in the further. However, investors will not invest in Malaysia if the lack of confidence in the country circumstances, particularly in light of the seemingly intricate political issues. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Norazila and my normal metric is A20A2197. I would like to present the answer for question 3. The most effective solution to lower the dual deficit problems is to implement an import substitution focus to minimize imports. This is due to the fact that an import substitution strategy is a country policy of manufacturing items that is import. Secondly, the solution capable of overcoming the dual deficit is adopt measures to boost export. Due to the growth in export, the government must undertake deregulation to enhance productivity. This step will raise the country output and make the market more competitive. Not only that, but if the nation increase output, export will also grow since that country has so many products and competitors. When the government imposes devaluation, import price would increase. As imported that item will be more costly than domestic one. Next, the most effective solution to the double deficit issue is to use local goods rather than counterfeit goods. However, purchasing local items may also stimulate the local economy. With this, the local population may enjoy a higher level of life and more pleasant circumstances. This may enable them to develop locally made things of higher quality, which can then attract visitors. Finally, increasing investment is one way to address Malaysia dual deficit in this economy. Raising funds available for investment is a necessary but challenging tool. Investors may be able to rehabilitate the Malaysian economy's twin deficit with a big capital recovery. That's all from me. Thank you.
I know